Hey, what's going on, everybody? FullFrontage here today, bringing you all a Clash Mini video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the hero rework and progression reworks that was teased in yesterday's Mini Minute. If you missed yesterday's video on my channel, it was covering the balance changes that are coming to the minis. So I will leave a link in the description below. So make sure you go check that video out as well after you watch this one, because this one, there's a lot of information to cover in this. So as you may have noticed, the heroes now go up to level 15. Yes, it goes from 10 to 15 with the hero levels. And what we're going to be doing is in this video going over all the skill upgrades that you can get, the skill shards, the mini shards, the hero shards, all of those things. And you can understand a lot more about the progression changes that are going to be coming with this update. This is honestly huge. So first thing that's going to be happening is let's talk about the hero abilities and things like that. So once you click on a hero or unlock a hero, once it gets up to level 1, you'll get its first ability. So when you unlock it, level 1, first ability. When you level it up to level 2, you get its second ability. At the third level, you get its third ability. So level 3, you have all 3 abilities for the hero. Now, there's different levels for each ability. You can see that its first upgrade, it has Iron Fist. So its base, once you unlock Iron Fist, it's the super, increases damage of allies in an area for 4 seconds. If you level up Iron Fist to level 1, it's going to increase the duration of Iron Fist by 1.5 seconds. So now Iron Fist will last 5.5 seconds. Its second level will upgrade its area of effect to a much larger area, and then the third upgrade will increase its duration again for 1.5 seconds. So at max level, Iron Fist will last for 7 seconds and give all allies a damage boost in a larger area. And then same thing with its second upgrade, which is Determination. It'll heal 2 HP after 5 attacks. First level minuses that 1 attack requirement, so that means it'll heal 2 HP after 4 attacks at level 1. It'll heal 3 HP after 4 attacks at level 2. It'll heal 4 HP. I said 4 HP. It'll heal 3 HP after 4 attacks at level 2. And then it'll heal 4 HP after 4 attacks at level 3. For its third ability, Invincibility, when HP drops to 1, the Barbarian King becomes invulnerable for 2 seconds. This only lasts once per round. And then each of its upgrade levels, it just increases the duration of it. So at max level, it'll increase to 5 seconds. So Invincibility will last for 5 seconds when its third ability is at max level. Now, how do you upgrade these? You have skill shards that you're able to get. Skill shards are used to upgrade hero skills. You can click the plus to purchase more in the shop. If you click the plus, it'll essentially take you to the resources section, and you can see that there are skill shards. You can get some for gems. You'll be able to get some for gold. You can, there's also going to be daily deals. It's like, oh, you want this? Boom, here you go, purchase. Boom, now we have 5 more skill shards. And then say, I want to try to get more skill shards. You can re-roll. Boom. You don't get it? Okay, too bad. Try to re-roll again. Don't get it? Too bad. And you can just keep re-rolling until you get it again. And there you go. Now you get some for some gold. So don't worry about that. There will be tons of ways to get it. We're also going to be talking about, because the progression is changing, the season reset box will change. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to catch the season reset changes. Just a quick reminder, as I'm editing this is the developer build. Anything you see in this video is subject to change from the stats that I'm going to be going over. So just keep that in mind as we're heading through all of the hero reworks in this video. Next up, we have the Countess. The Countess, its first ability, again, unlock at level 1, unlock at level 2, unlock at level 3. Its first ability is going to be Feed. It's a super. It'll appear behind the weakest enemy, dealing 4 damage. Once you upgrade Feed to level 1, it's going to heal the Countess for 2 HP. Level 2, it'll prevent target from healing. And then at level 3, it'll heal the Countess for 2 more HP. So it'll heal 4 HP at level 3, prevent the target from healing, and also deal 4 damage. Its second ability is Feast. Gets a backstab ability. Attacks deal more damage. Deal 1 more damage when attacking from behind. At level 1, the backstab trigger area is increased, which means it can extend to the sides. At level 2, its backstab trigger area is going to be increased even further And then at level 3, it's going to deal +1 damage. So level 3, it'll be able to deal backstab from multiple angles, and it'll deal 2 damage per attack. Its third ability is antisocial. This is insane. I think Countess is probably going to be the best hero after this update, but we'll see. So its boast, which triggers upon KOing an enemy, it'll gain 5% hit speed permanently, stacking up to 6 times. At level 1, it gets another 5% hit speed permanently that can stack up to 6 times. And then at its second level, +3 to max stack. Third level, +3 to max stack, which gives, so at level 3, Antisocial will gain 10% hit speed permanently for the rest of the round, stacking up to 12 times, which means it can gain 120% hit speed throughout the entirety of a match, and the Countess's hit speed is 1.5 hits per second. That is insane. It's nearly doubling to that. It'll get 3 hits per second in also super. It has 5 energy cost. A Countess is gonna be OP. I don't know if there's a way to stop it with this. Like, I'll try to figure it out for you guys, and we can try to brainstorm together. But man, Countess is gonna be so strong. Next up, we have the Archer Queen. The Archer Queen, again, going to unlock all 3 of its abilities at level 3. For the crossbow, which is its first, it'll attack 2 targets for 4 seconds. At level 1 for crossbow, it'll add another target, so it'll attack 3 targets. And then level 2 and 3 will increase the duration, so for a total of 4 seconds. So at max level, crossbow will attack 3 targets for a total of 8 seconds. Second upgrade, or second ability, is going to be Inspire. It'll be a Clash ability, 40% speed up aura for 2 seconds for every 6 seconds. And then it'll increase the duration by +1. So this will last 8 seconds. And then at level 3, it's going to get a +20 speed up. So now it'll give +60 speed up aura for 2 seconds every 8 seconds. And for its third ability, the Queen's Gambit, when HP drops below 50%, the Queen will go invisible for 2 seconds, which is crazy. Its duration at level 1 will be increased for 1 second. At level 2, it'll get +1 damage to its attacks. And then at level 3, it'll increase another second duration. So at maxed out, when its HP drops below 50%, it'll gain invisible for 4 seconds and also deal 1 extra damage when this ability is triggered. Honestly, I think that's a really cool change. It kind of matches what the Archer Queen abilities are in Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, so kind of making it universal across the Clash universe. Next up, we have the Monk. Monk's first ability is going to be Peacemaker. It'll strike with his Peaceful Palm, dealing 10 damage to an enemy. At level 1, it'll gain +4 seconds to stun, so when it hits with the super, it'll also stun the target for 4 seconds. At level 2, it'll gain +10 damage, and then at level 3, it'll knock out an enemy instantly. The second ability is going to be Mystic Posture. It is a Clash ability, and for each troop hit, their abilities will be silenced for 2 seconds, and the Monk will gain 2 energy. So it's going to throw a Clash ability out, and then if it targets an enemy, that enemy will be silenced for 2 seconds. Silence is, I believe, a new term that's being introduced with this update, but basically silenced is the enemy will not be able to cast any of its super abilities. It'll have it, but it can't cast it. It is silenced. It is not allowed to do it. Its level 1 will increase the duration for 2 seconds. Its level 2 for Mystic Posture will give +2 energy to the Monk, and then at level 3, it'll increase its duration for another 2 seconds. So at level 3 total, for each troop hit, their abilities will be silenced for 6 seconds, and the Monk will gain 4 energy, which is honestly really cool and allows the Monk to start chaining its super really quickly because it's going to get that +4 energy right off the start. Its level 3 ability is going to be Respect. It is a boast ability, so upon KO, it'll gain 2 energy. And then at level 1, it'll also gain 3 HP. At level 2, it'll gain another energy. At level 3, it'll gain another energy. So its boast at level 3 will gain 4 energy and 3 HP upon KO. That is huge for the monk. I honestly love this change for the monk. Next up, we have the Shield Maiden. At level 1, the Magic Shield ability is going to be a super. It'll gain block and reflect some damage back to attackers for 3 seconds. It's level 1 for Magic Shield will gain plus 1 second stun. Level 2 will taunt all enemies when the Magic Shield is casted. And then plus, it's level 3 will give a plus 1.5 second duration. So maxed out Magic Shield will gain block and reflect some damage and taunt all enemies for 4.5 seconds, and it'll stun them as well. So when the enemies attack, it'll also stun them. Its second ability is going to be Halo Descent. It is going to be a clash ability, and it will reduce the damage of enemy troops in her Halo area for 3 seconds. At level 1, it'll last for 1.5 seconds longer. Level 2, same thing. Level 3, it'll affect a bigger area. So a maxed out Halo Descent skill will be a clash ability that reduces the damage of enemy troops in a much larger Halo area for 6 seconds. That is honestly really cool that she can kind of like just protect her entire team. I love this for the Shield Maiden. And then Inspiration is going to be its third ability. It'll gain plus 2 energy for each successful heal received. So it'll be paired extremely well with Battle Healer, Healing Ranger, the Pancake, things like the Pancaker, things like that. So it'll get plus 2 energy. And then for its level 1 ability, will also get plus 2 energy when being stunned. Its level 2 ability will be plus 1 energy for being healed or stunned. And then same thing for level 3. So it will basically be plus 2 energy for being at its max level, plus 4 energy for receiving a successful heal, or plus 4 energy for being stunned, which is honestly really cool. This is the change that I think the Shield Maiden needed. So I'm really excited to see how Shield Maiden is going to shake up the meta. Next up, we have the Royal Champion. The Royal Champion is going to have her Bouncing Shield ability. It's going to be a super. That'll throw a Bouncing Shield toward enemies, dealing 4 damage. At level 1, it'll be plus 1 stun. At level 2, it'll gain full energy for each enemy it kills. And then level 3, it'll be plus 2 damage. So maxed out Bouncing Shield will deal 6 damage, stun the enemy for a second, and if it kills an enemy, it'll regain the Bouncing Shield and throw its super again. Its second ability, Heroism, will be a last, which means when it's the last when it's the last unit on the board, it'll become invulnerable for 3 seconds when she is your last unit in battle, once per round. And then all of the levels are just a duration increase. So at max level, it'll become invulnerable for 7 seconds when she is the last unit in battle. Its third ability is Javelin. This is a clash ability for the Royal Champion. It'll throw a Javelin in a straight line, piercing enemies and dealing 2 damage to each 1 hit. Its level 1 will increase its range, and level 2 will increase the damage. Level 3 will increase the damage. So at max level, it'll throw a Javelin in straight line at a much longer range and deal 4 damage to each enemy hit. So I'll also have some gameplay shown on screen right now for the Royal Champion to see comparison of its level 1 skill versus its level 3 skill, so you can see the change in how long the Javelin is thrown. All right, for the Skeleton King, we have Spooky Pop as its first ability. It'll be a super. It'll swing his mace, dealing 2 damage, stunning and knocking back nearby enemies. At level 1, it'll deal 1 extra damage. At level 2, it'll stun for 1 extra second. And then at level 3, it'll deal 1 more damage. It doesn't actually say how long it stuns initially, but at max level, it'll swing the mace, dealing 4 damage and stunning enemies for X amount of time plus 1 second and knocking back nearby enemies. Its second ability is I Am Back. It boasts will gain a soul, which will allow it to, when it revives, to come back to the battle with 4 HP plus 2 HP per soul. At level 1, it'll get 2 energy per soul as well. And then at level 2 and 3, it'll gain the extra 1 HP. So at maxed out level, when it kills an enemy, it'll get 1 soul. When it is revived, it'll come back to the battle with 6 HP plus 2 HP per soul plus 2 energy per soul. So if it's not capped out on its super already, you might get your super upon coming back, which is really cool. And then its third ability is How Dare You. It attacks will deal 1 bonus damage to isolated enemies. And it is getting not the Dissipate feature, but it's getting an Absorb feature, which means attacks deal 1 bonus damage to isolated enemies. And then level 1 and 2 will absorb 1 energy, absorb 1 energy. Level 3 will gain 1 extra damage. So at max out, it'll have attacks deal 2 bonus damage to isolated enemies and also absorb 2 energy. So not only is it going to take it away from the enemy, but it's also going to put it into its super. So isolated with the Skeleton King just became a lot better. So this is a really interesting concept. So we've had 2 new terms added into the game, which is absorb and silence. And last but not least, we have the Wave Master. Wave Master's Tidal Wave first ability. It will be a super that is going to dash to the furthest enemy, dealing 1 damage and stunning enemies in his path for 1.5 seconds. Its level 1 ability will grant +1 second stun. Level 2 will heal 1 HP each time an enemy is hit. And then level 3 will also increase the stun duration by 1 second. So maxed out Tidal Wave will dash to the furthest enemy, dealing 1 damage, healing 1 HP each time an enemy is hit, and stun enemies in his path for 3.5 seconds. So that is really cool. Its second ability is going to be Trident. It's an AoE strike for 1 damage after 6 attacks. And then its level 1 ability will increase the damage by 1. And then level 2 ability will -1 to the attack requirement. Level 3 ability will -1 to the attack requirement. So Trident maxed out will deal AoE strike for 2 damage after 4 attacks, which is really cool. And its level 3 ability is going to be Chaos Lover. This is a clash ability. It'll flip a nearby ally to the enemy's side. The ally gains 4 shield for 4 seconds. So it'll flip the enemy or the ally that's behind it with its little fin. It'll throw him. So it's like the shell on Shipwreck board. It'll just flip it over to the other side, but it'll gain a shield. Level 1, it adds +2 to the shield. Level 2, it adds +2 to the shield. Level 3, it adds +2 seconds to the shield duration. So at maxed out Chaos Lover level 3, will flip a nearby ally to the enemy side. The ally will gain 8 shield for 6 seconds. So honestly, that's really cool if you're able to get to the back line with a mini Pekka with Dissipate, or if you have you could go a straight backline rush where you have Archer, Prince, Miner, Wave Master, and then you flip an enemy to the other side, or flip an ally to the other side. It's going to make for some interesting strategies and all that stuff. So those are all the balance changes for the heroes. Now the question is, how do you upgrade the heroes? There's no more hero. You don't unlock once you unlock the hero is yours. What they've added in is they've added common crown shards, rare crown shards, and epic crown shards. So the common crown shards are required to level up your heroes from level 1 to level 5. The rare crown shards are required to upgrade your heroes from level 6 to level 10. And then the epic crown shards will allow you to upgrade, or are required to upgrade your heroes from level 11 to level 15. So in the shop as well, you'll be able to buy these. And what happens if you get an excess amount of rare shards or common shards, right? Say your heroes are all above level 5 and you need rare shards. Your common shards are now useless. All your heroes are above level 5. Well, if you look at the daily deals, sometimes in the daily deals, you'll see this where it says you can get rare crown shards, and you can exchange your common crown shards. So it's 20 common crown shards to get 5 rare shards. So I need more rare shards. I can now convert 20 of my commons to get more rares. So And then you can also just buy them in the shop. So you can buy resources or under the daily section. Excuse me, that's where that will be in play. So there's tons of options that you can get with it, and then you can also just straight up buy them as well. So that is a really important thing to note. And then the other economic token that's implemented into the game is going to be star shards. Star shards empower your minis to unlock more skills. So when you're trying to level up your minis, you will actually be using star shards to get minis rather than kind of unlocking multiple minis. So you don't need 11 barbarians anymore. Once you get the barbarian, that's it. You get more star shards so that you can level up your minis, and you can apply those to any mini. So you don't need to hope for, I want to upgrade my ice wizard, I need to get ice wizards. That doesn't matter anymore. You just get star shards and you can just upgrade whatever you want. So those are the massive changes to the game in terms of what's being added in and everything like that. So there's so much being implemented into the game. It's a lot to kind of soak in, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good one. Another important thing to note regarding the hero abilities and level ups for those abilities. For its first ability on a hero, you need to reach the hero level 6 to unlock its second level for its first ability, and the hero level 11 to unlock its third level for the first ability. For the second ability, you need to be hero level 7 to unlock the second level. You need to be level 12 to unlock the third level for the second ability. And then for the third ability, you need to be hero level 8 to unlock the second level, and then hero level 13 to unlock the third level. These will all be present on the screen once the update is out for you. One more thing I forgot to mention is the upgrade between minis for star upgrades is 4 star shards for the level 1 upgrade, 8 star shards for level 2 upgrade, and 12 star shards for the level 3 upgrade. So you'll need 4, 8, 12 for each time you upgrade a mini. And that goes for all 2 elixir, 3 elixir, and 4 elixir minis. And the last thing that's going to be talked about is going to be the star exchange that happens at the end of the season, which I think is now going to be similar to the cadence of the mini pass. So it's a mini pass, the season ends. Season ends in 24 days. And then mini pass ends in 44 days. Okay, so maybe it doesn't line up, but this is the mini pass. You can get star shards, you can get skills shards, you can get hero shards, all that stuff. You'll be able to get all that stuff from the mini pass. But so once the season ends, you get the star exchange. If you have, I'll put this on screen. If you have 81 stars, so this is the maximum that you can get. You max out all your minis. You get 300 crystal coins, 12,000 gold, 60 common crown shards, 40 rare crown shards, 25 epic crown shards, and then 250 star shards. So that will be what you get from the season reset. And again, I believe that on screen, probably down here, so that you can see all of it from all the various stars. I would just recommend trying to get as many star shards as possible, upgrade as many of your minis as possible, so you can get the maximum amount of crown shards and star shards as possible, because that is going to be absolutely crucial for you going into the next season to level everything up. But that is going to do it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. That was a ton of information, I know. So this was a little bit of a longer video, but it is important information for you to have before the update comes in, so that you know exactly what to expect when the update drops. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, share for more content, and don't forget to turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.